That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
All right, this is Need More Sports. I'm Hayden. I'm going to talk about Coastal Carolina athletics. I do run, Shauna Clears. I do run a Twitter page for them. It's not affiliated with Coastal, it's affiliated with the fifth quarter. So it's actually a big college football thing. A lot of schools have their own fifth quarter, and I run the fifth quarter CCU page.
On Twitter.
Yep, give me a follow.
Description will be down in the description. The link will be down in the description, along with the description.
There we go. Yep. Give me a follow. I'll follow back. We do a lot of interactive stuff, a lot of polls, a lot of giveaways, some fun stuff. Now, our big thing at Coastal is baseball.
Yeah, national champions.
National champions 3 years ago. Always been pretty relevant. Always usually make the regionals. Now we're finally Division I FBS. We play in the Sun Belt. Same with Appalachian State.
Yeah, I saw them run over Campbell last year when you told me about the game there on the Wednesday night.
On a Wednesday afternoon, I think it was
for free. We got in for free. Yeah,
both
of us got in for free. It was nice. We saw him just run over them. And everything.
I think it was a 2:00 game on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I was just like, when he texted me on Tuesday, I was like, what? Okay.
That was when we had the hurricane was coming through. So I actually got to see Wednesday. I got to see.
That's the day someone ran into my car too.
Was it?
Yeah, you remember? You sent me the Snapchat of the side of my car.
Yeah, someone did.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for them people, man.
Yeah, people don't know how to park.
No, they do not know.
Girls driving, women driving. Yeah,
it happens.
What you gonna do about it?
Oh man. But yeah, so we're FBS now. Next year we actually just signed a 6-year agreement with the Myrtle Beach Bowl. So Myrtle Beach will be having a bowl game starting next year.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's another one I can go to.
Yep, for the next 6 years. It's going to be at Coastal Carolina. It's going to feature teams from the MAC, Sun Belt, and CUSA.
So they can play in it. Yeah.
Yep. However, I did talk to people at Coastal. We will only be selected once. They only want Coastal once. They want 4 different teams from the 3 different conferences. So they want each conference represented 4 times, so that way you'll have 2 years where a conference is left out.
Yeah, sounds good.
You got plenty of teams, MAC, CUSA, Sun Belt, tons of teams that can go. Coastal, though, the last 2 years of our bowl eligibility, we've been 5-7.
Just missed it.
Just missed
that
it.
Much right there.
And last year, we played at South Alabama for our 12th game. We were 5-6. South Alabama was maybe 3-9 or 2-10. We lost to South Alabama by 3 points. We were just there this year or last year. This year, again 5-7. We beat Kansas. Our first ever Power 5 win. It was at Kansas.
Wow.
12-7. Final score, very defensive. Les Miles couldn't figure us out. Now this next year, 2020, Kansas comes to Coastal Carolina.
Nice, revenge.
Yep, I think it's week. I want to say it's week 3 or 4. Our first 2 games next year is at South Carolina, and then at Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan beat us this year. We did get an onside kick through back-to-back passes in the end zone. Controversial if it was pass interference or not. However, you got to catch the ball. Other things have to happen. Not saying that we could have won that game, but it was very, very close to where we could have actually been 6-6. We pulled off a 2-point conversion against Troy to win one game, to win 36-35. So again, if that 2-point conversion doesn't happen, then
other things happen.
Yeah, exactly. You got so much stuff that happens in the football season. But next year we open with South Carolina at South Carolina.
Big time game, big time opponent.
Big time opponent. We played there last year, part of a $1.4 million deal, I want to say, for that game, and then this year's gonna be $1.2 million. So we get like $2.6 million from South Carolina.
In-state rivals now.
Yep.
Since it's FBS, it could be a rivalry now.
And we used to be part of South Carolina. It used to be University of South Carolina, Conway. So
I did not know that.
Yep. We broke off from South Carolina. There. Yep. And our mascot, the Shauna Clear, is actually an imaginary rooster told in the Canterbury Tales.
I had no clue what that was.
Yep. So. Imaginary rooster only told in fairy tales. We opened at South Carolina. App State did beat South Carolina this year at South Carolina in a night game.
UNC beat South Carolina too.
Yeah.
First game of the year.
Yep. So if Coastal, we had a pretty solid start to our recruiting class this year. I want to say we had like 17 3-star recruits sign on early signing day.
Nice.
So I think we got some good talent. We might be able to pull off the upset.
Yeah. South Carolina's inconsistent, so
they are.
There you go.
And Helinski, he had a wide open pass to beat Appalachian State. He throws into the student section. Guy was wide open. So maybe that'll happen, and we win on some fluke kind stuff, or maybe we just absolutely. We pull Appalachian State, Michigan. You
So
know?
everyone wants to know about the baseball team, this upcoming baseball team.
Baseball, okay.
Yeah.
So we got 2 JUCO transfers coming in. That's going to be within the 3 and 5 spot. We have Parker Chavers back again. I think it's for his junior years from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I mean, this kid is phenomenal. And our 2 JUCO transfers, one of them batted, I want to say 406 last year in JUCO. Had like
Pretty solid right
23
there.
bombs. And the other guy coming in, I think he batted 396 with like 13 or 14 home runs. So we got some more solid players coming
Yeah.
in. We have some big time games. We played North Carolina.
You play at UNC
At
again.
UNC. We
Yep.
play-
Do they ever go down there?
They did 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah.
actually won. I was there. We've been trying to work deals with LSU. We just can't happen to get it to work out. We do play at North Carolina State again this year.
So you play at UNC and NC State?
Yeah, we play.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we have 2 games against Wake Forest.
Nice. Nice.
We do play
Home
Virginia
and away?
Tech. I think it's a home and away. Pretty
Nice.
sure. We got Virginia Tech. We have San Diego State of
Ooh.
all teams.
Yeah. You
way out
traveling
west.
out there?
No, they come to us.
Oh,
They come to us.
okay. Okay. That's surprising right
Yeah.
there.
So I gotta see the assets.
They just want to go to the beach. That's all
Yeah,
they want to do.
no, exactly.
yeah.
That's the thing with Coastal is Coastal every weekend in February and March. They're always going to be home. They're always going to have a 4 or 5 team tournament.
Yeah.
So if you want to come down to the game, our baseball facility is actually ranked the 8th best in college baseball.
That's nice. I'm gonna have to come down there.
Yes, for sure. We do play Clemson on
home?
on home
Oh,
on St.
wow.
Patrick's Day at 6 o'clock, and at 3 o'clock the Florida State Seminoles plays our softball team.
Nice.
So pretty solid doubleheader. You know, I got FSU and Clemson, 2 big time programs coming in. FSU usually wins the ACC in softball.
yeah.
So that'd be some really good talent on St. Patrick's Day.
Another national championship.
There's so many good baseball teams.
I don't know. It's hard to. They come out just like out of nowhere sometimes
Yeah.
too. So it's kind of hard to determine that one.
Definitely, I would say should win the Sun Belt. Should get a regional. Hopefully get to host another regional. Maybe win it, get paired with Clemson or South Carolina. Maybe go to Omaha. I mean, just like 3 years ago when I figured they would win the regional in NC State. Then they had the Supers at LSU. I said, okay, you gotta play at the box. You may not win.
You're gonna lose,
But you made it.
they
Well,
came out.
we swept LSU, so I was like, okay, at least we made it to Omaha. And then we had to play number 1 Florida. I said, well, at least we made it. We beat number 1 Florida 2-1. I said,
Didn't they go undefeated for the?
no, we lost. We lost 2 games. We lost.
Oh.
We lost to I want to say TCU. Had to beat them back to back. Ended up beating them. Played Arizona. Lost game 1 against Arizona, and then ended up winning the next 2.
Nice.
So I mean,
The national championships. That banner is huge, by the way. When I drove past it, that banner is huge.
oh yeah, are very very proud of that national championship. That
They
is
are very proud of that national championship.
There is signs everywhere. There is T-shirts, stickers, posters, banners. I mean, it is everywhere.
It's right outside the golf course that I go play at, and it is like huge. Like the banner is huge. You cannot miss it.
Oh yeah, I mean most schools like North Carolina, they'll put up a sign on the highway that says "Home of the 2017
Yeah.
National Champions." And it's
Oh, hang up a banner about
Yeah.
this big, but
and it's down within a year. At Coastal 3 years ago, oh no, we still play videos on the scoreboard, and yeah, very proud of it. But I do recommend definitely coming out for a baseball game.
basketball, are they any good?
Basketball, so our basketball team. How about our girls? I'm gonna talk about our
100.
women's basketball team. So we played a Division III school out of Georgia. It was Wesleyan College. And when they walked out on the court, I had no idea they were on a 35-game losing streak. But I actually texted my dad 5 minutes before tip-off, and I said, we actually might win. I said, we might win by 100. I was joking, of course. The first quarter, we were up like 33-6. I texted, we actually might win by 100. So it was 130-32 with 0.6 seconds left in the game. One of our walk-ons who played almost the entire game. Our walk-ons, our starters didn't do this. It was all the walk-ons, the bench players. They all had 20-point games, had field days.
Yeah.
We actually scored. We let one of our centers with 0.6 seconds left because the 5 students that were at the game started chanting for 100, and Bailey delivered. We won 132
Name drop right there.
to 32. Yep,
Yeah.
Bailey. Shout out to Bailey.
Yeah, shout out.
Yep, and then the men's team. I mean, we lost.
Never heard anything about them.
We've been in the tournament a couple times. Always as a 16 seed.
Uh-huh.
We were actually, I think we were beating Wisconsin one year at halftime. So we were almost the first 16 seed to pull.
UMBC.
UMBC, man. But
Yeah.
we almost did pull off against Wisconsin. We played Virginia in the first round before. And obviously got beat.
Uh-huh.
But no, men's teams usually pretty good in the Sun Belt. We have 2 losses here that I was at that we lost by a combined 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
So that could have been
Yeah.
a complete different opposite. But the thing with Coastal, the men's team, they either hit everything. I mean, they either hit everything from the midcourt line, and then there's some games where they can't hit the ocean. And we were at the beach, so I mean, it's complete polar opposites. If they can just put it together, we're just consistent.
Yeah.
They could definitely win the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
Make the March Madness. Get some money for Coastal in the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
You know.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Any other things you want to say about Coastal?
Oh man, that'll be it. Definitely come check out our game. Check out a game next year for football. We host Appalachian State. We host Kansas. Is our big game.
Yeah, nice.
With Les Miles coming
I
in.
might try to be down there,
Yeah, that'll be huge. That's gonna be huge. We just got a brand new stadium renovation.
Oh, and the Till Field.
And the surf turf.
Yeah.
One of I think there's 3 teams in the FBS that has color field. You have Boise State
Boise
with the blue,
State, of course, yeah.
Coastal with the teal.
Isn't one of them black or
No.
red? Isn't it?
That's SFCS.
Oh, okay,
You
whatever.
have
It's still
Eastern.
cool.
It's
Still cool. It's still cool.
The third one is Eastern Michigan. They have a gray field.
Oh, nice.
When you watch it on TV, it looks like it's in black and white. And Coastal plays there week 2. So we did get a home and home, the surf turf and the gray turf.
Yeah, sounds good.
So
Yeah.
we'll see who gets the. Of course, we have to tie them. We have to go 1-1, or I guess we lose our rights of having a colored field. You know.
Yeah. So check him out on Twitter. I'll have it in the description down below. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.